Hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Doing something a little different here, right? Let me know if you guys enjoy this little different format when it comes to my reviews. But for those who watch me, I always write down the matches, my ratings, and I write it down and I do my picks. So this is what it looks like, because a lot of people never see what I write down when I do my ratings, and this is exactly how it looks. So as you can see, WWE United Champions 2025 picks and ratings. We had 6 matches tonight. So I'm gonna go over all the matches. I'm gonna let you know the ones I won and the ones I lost. I'm gonna give you the ratings. Um, well, I only got one match wrong, so that's something to think about. Now, the stuff I want to summarize on here before we start getting into the matches and stuff, like overall, this pay per view was pretty mid. It's like every PLE that we get is just mid. It's like mid to like slightly better than mid. And honestly, this was the same way. Now, there are some things I liked about tonight's PLE, or today, because it came on 12 o'clock at my time today. See, that's why I couldn't catch it. It came on too early because I was doing other things. But I say it was some parts that I like. This PLE though was very predictable, so that's one thing that's kind of disappointing. It was very predictable, really, you know. But there's some other stuff I wanted to say that's kind of slipping my mind a little bit. But let me know if y'all like this, some a little different. And let's try to get this channel back going because this channel was growing really quickly, but I don't want to give up. It's been a little bit more, tougher for me to keep up with things because I've been working a longer schedule now. And now that's been jumping too. Like my days literally, it's like one day I'll be working in the morning, and the next day I'll be working in the night, type stuff like that. So oh man, I hope I remember because it was something else I wanted to tell you guys, but I hope I remember it. But let's get into it. So we had Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. This was for King of the Ring. I mean, overall, this match was just mid. It was mid, right? It was just a solid mid match. Like Cody Rhodes matches, we know how they go. Randy Orton, he doesn't ever really win nothing important, and his matches have a certain way of going. I'm not gonna say the match was bad because they were doing certain spots. Finishers were getting hit, certain things were getting reversed. They really did have a battle. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but at the same time, it wasn't. It was just a regular match, and it wasn't really nothing to really get too excited about or hyped about, if that makes sense. My pick for this match was Cody Rhodes. That's who I picked to win, and that's who won. Cody Rhodes wins. How did he win this? So basically, after all the battling they did and all the high spots and big moves that they did, so basically Randy Orton was about to punt King, which I already predicted it too. It's so predictable, like you're supposed to be best buddies, but now he's conflicting on if he want to punt kick you or not. So predictable, writing here. And here it come. He's finna try to punt kick him. He wastes about 30 seconds hearing voices in his head to try to decide if he wants to do it. Then he finally goes for it and does it. And then all of a sudden, Cody moves out the way and just basically, right, he moves out the way. And that basically causes him to lose the match. Randy ends up exposing the turnbuckle. Randy ends up getting thrown into it, and then he ends up getting crossroads right after that. So the finish wasn't really that good. Okay, now I remember what I wanted to tell you guys. So the lines mean that that's my pick. If you see the jagged little stuff, this is what I meant to tell y'all. So my bad for saying this so late. That means that I didn't pick them. If you see a check mark above the name, that means that's who won. If you see an X, that means that's who lost. Right, this is my rating over here. And if the match has any type of meaning or something on the line or something, I write that over here on the side. The bottom part right here is my overall total score after adding up all the numbers. And there's a percentage under there as well. But so I gave this match a 5 out of 10. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton was a solid 5 out of 10. It was mid. It was mid. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Mid. Cody Rhodes wins. I think everybody already knew that. Pretty predictable. Let's move on. Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley in a street fight. Now, I picked Rhea to win this one. I'm going to explain to y'all why. I'm going to give y'all the exact reason why. Now, Cody, I don't think I have much explaining to why I thought Cody was going to win, right? But let me explain why I knew Rhea was going to win. Because I had to think about it. I'm like, number one, Rhea hasn't won anything important in a minute. You know, Rhea is obviously the favoriteest woman on Raw. But you notice she ain't really won nothing too important as of lately. So I'm like, they probably want to give her something soon just to keep her relevant, even though she's still relevant. And then you got to also think Raquel has never really won anything at all or important ever since she came back. Raquel has not done anything. You know, Triple H has not booked anything really good for Raquel. And then you also got to understand, I thought about the divide, because the same divide that's going on between Raquel and Roxanne is no different, honestly, than all the other stuff. Just like Dominic and Finn and Damien, it would be the same stuff. People would come in and try to help it, and people would lose to try to prove certain people right or to try to keep a certain rivalry or feud. Because you know, I did think that low. I'm like, okay, we know Roxanne probably gonna come out and try to help Raquel. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, like, what's the odds, though, you know, of Triple H letting Roxanne and Raquel stand tall over Rhea? Like, even if she did, like, cheat to win or whatever, or helped out, like, come on. Then all of a sudden, then that would mean Raquel and Roxanne would have to be cool, which you know they don't want to do, especially when Liv is around. So that's why I went with Rhea, because I just thought it was going to be like how what they did with Dominic 1,000 times. Just like with Dominic, he would always come out to try to help, but then his help would backfire, and that's what pretty much happened tonight. Roxanne came out, tried to help. I just didn't like, though, how Rhea just destroyed him, though, right? Like, right, it's sad to me because Roxanne really didn't do anything. Like, she came out, but she didn't really do nothing. Rhea just destroyed her. Put a damn garbage can over her head, did her in. Then hit Raquel off the top rope on top of a table on the top rope. Riptide, she wins. Now, this match was decent to me, though. Honestly, I enjoyed this match slightly better than the first one. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did. Maybe because it was a street fight, you know, and also because we ain't seen these two fight in a while. And then plus, I like to see Rhea fight people who are of her size. You know, I get so tired of seeing Rhea fight girls that's like half her size. I get tired of that. Like, finally, you know, she get to fight somebody that's just as tall as her, you know, that's possibly just as strong, if not stronger than her. Right? Ain't y'all getting tired of that? I know I was getting tired of that. But the match did have some good spots. When Rhea went through that table on the outside, that was a good spot. And the riptide off the top was pretty good. You know, weapons was involved. So Rhea wins, which kind of sucks, though. Like, damn, they make her look just way too dominant. I had a feeling. Another reason why I thought Rhea was going to win is because Raquel, you know, if Raquel would have won, they would have continued this feud. And it's like, what's the odds of them going into SummerSlam? Raquel versus Rhea in SummerSlam. You know, they more likely got bigger things for Rhea. Now, you know, Rhea can win this and then the feud is over, which it might be. So I got that one right, 2-0. I gave this match a 6 out of 10. Yes, I rated this one higher, just because of what the match was and who it was, you know. And it had some decent spots. Match number 3 was Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. Now, this match got the worst, right? This match right here got the worst. This got the worst rating of the whole night. And the main reason is because, man, Karrion Kross just has no kind of build coming in this. Like, this dude didn't even have a match really coming in this. He didn't even have a match. This dude just didn't have no build. Sami Zayn, like, low-key, I looked at this because I chose Sami Zayn to win this. And the main reason is kind of like with like Rhea and Raquel. Same thing with Sami. Like, Sami ain't won nothing really that important in a minute. You know, Sami Zayn is super over in Saudi Arabia because he's so-called Muslim. Honestly, I do not believe that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do not believe that dude is Muslim. Come on, man. People say they certain religions and stuff and don't be telling the truth all the time. I just don't believe it. it blows my mind. I'm hearing Sami Zayn chants like, yeah, only in Saudi Arabia you'll hear that. Um, Sami Zayn, all his matches are the same. They all go the same. This match was so cliche. Come back, Superman, come back. I just knew it. That's why I used to call Sami Zayn Sammy Hogan, because he would literally just kick out of everything and just come back and win with that little Gumby leg kick that I'm just so tired of seeing. Karrion Kross did do some nice power moves here. He was putting the work on Sammy, even though it was pretty obvious how the story was playing off in this match. I felt like if Karrion Kross had a better build, this could have been more interesting. It was another regular match. I'm sorry I keep clicking this pen. Y'all know clicking pens be so fun. Karrion Kross, man, he put in work. I'm not gonna say he didn't put in work. It was disappointing because they didn't even let Scarlett, y'all ain't even let Scarlett join in here. Why Scarlett couldn't join in? At least let her do something. Let her trip Sami Zayn up. Hey, try to get her to kiss him or something. I don't care. Do something outrageous. Scarlett just stood there on the side doing nothing. So yeah, this match got a 3 out of 10 from me, man. This match just wasn't really that good, man. Like, I'm sorry, guys. It just wasn't. And again, I think the biggest problem is just Karrion Kross lacking real heat. Well, not heat, just lacking real character build. And Sami Zayn's matches just always going the same way, damn near, unless he lose. Like when he wins, they definitely all go the same way. Shit, even when he lose, they almost always go the same way. I know I'm hitting my cup. All right, we are on that match number 4. We got Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the United States title. As you can see, I chose Jacob to win this one, and I chose Solo to lose, but as you can see, that did not happen. This is the only match I got wrong. And the only reason why I felt like I got it wrong is because I did not expect to happen what happened in this match. Now, this match wasn't bad. I actually was into it because it's like, this is the first time these two fought. These dudes been so-called beefing, building this up for months. It had a little meaning to it. The United States title is on the line. So, if Solo wins, that's actually means something because they've been making Solo look like a joke for I don't know how long. So, this was interesting. The match wasn't the best of the best, but it flowed. It was a little competitive. It had, again, some story online. Like, oh, I love you. I loved you, man. I tried to help you, man. I tried to do this for you, man. You know what I mean? Now, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what really made this match crazy, because this is why I thought Jacob was going to win. Like, I knew Mateo was going to come out, right? That's common sense. Mateo is going to come out. But I thought Jimmy was going to come out for the save, right? Like, you've been sticking 5-2 with Jimmy. Like, come on. You've been having Jimmy run out all this time. Well, guess what? Jimmy didn't run out during this match. What? That didn't make no sense at all. So Jimmy was there all that time, but then once this happened, he ain't even there. Now, that's the part that I didn't expect. So Mateo comes out. He obviously starts to interfere, but then Fatu pretty much handled Mateo, right? Like he was holding his own pretty much. Then you had Tomatonga come back. So that was a shock because we ain't seen him in a while. So now he come back. He ends up helping in the match. But then Fatu ends up fighting through that too, right? I don't think anybody helped Fatu in this, right? No one ran out to help Fatu. I'm thinking about it as I hit the cup. I'm like, nah, nobody ran out to help Fatu. Fatu was literally just fighting through these dudes. And even after Tomatonga, he was still in the fight, still finna try to get Solo. And then, like, you thought he was gonna win because he hit the moonsault. So you like, oh shit. I'm like, man, Fatu finna win this. And then next thing you know, here come another dude grabbing him, getting him out the ring, hitting him. And I'm like, who is this, right? I'm like, it's just too much, right? I'm like, who is this? And apparently it's another new dude, man. It's another new Bloodline Samoan member. I don't even know his name, but apparently it's a new one, bro. A new one. Another one. Yes, done it again. I know it's like, oh, we done seen this 1,000 times, but I still enjoyed the match though. I gave this match a 7 out of 10 just because of that just unexpectedness at the end. Like I did not expect Mateo to come out, then this other one to come out who you never seen, and then Solo actually ends up picking up the victory and getting the United States title. He finally gets some sort of title and finally might add something to his group and then gets another new member. So yeah, you get a 7 out of 10 for that. Because even though it kind of sucks a little bit, Fatu didn't have a good run. It kind of was weird because Jimmy should have ran out. Like, I just don't understand why Jimmy just didn't run out. I know I didn't miss that. If I missed Jimmy running out, tell me, because I don't think I missed that. I didn't see Jimmy at all. 7 out of 10. That's the only match I got wrong. So that was like the only like real surprise to me for the night. But then after that, we have Asuka versus Jade Cargill. As you can see, I got Jade Cargill for the win. I have Asuka for the loss, and that's exactly what happened. This is for the Queen of the Ring. This match, oh, I wrote that wrong. Oh, I just realized I did that wrong. I meant to give Asuka Jade a 4, not a 3. Oof. Well, replace that 3 with a 4 and make that 32 a 33 at the bottom, and then make that 51 a 52, because that was a mistake. I actually had rated this slightly higher than Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn, and that's only mainly because it was a Queen of the Ring tournament. We never really seen Jade or Asuka ever fight before. Yeah, this match wasn't great. This match was a little loose. It was a little loose. They wasn't perfect with each other, but they still did work. They still put in moves. Asuka still put up a pretty good fight. You know, Jade won. Not the best finisher. They didn't really put that much time into this match as the other ones, too. I think this match was the match that got the least amount of time. So, yeah, it wasn't a great match, but I still enjoyed it in at least a little kind of way just because of who was in it and the fact that they were fighting for something. I mean, it was predictable, right? I bet most people knew Asuka wasn't winning this, right? So, Jay wins. This is a 4 out of 10. Maybe I should just fix this right now. Scratch out that, put a 4 above it. Right, this should be let's fix this. This should be a 3. So let's fix that. And this should now turn into a 52. I know it looked a little weird, but might as well fix it now, because I want to put the correct stuff. Right. Okay, right. Let's fix that a little bit. Right, this, let me fill this out a little bit more. See, here I go, almost knocking on my tripod. Let's just try to make it look more, I don't know, that's the best it's gonna get. Damn it. That's just it just ain't gonna get no better than that. Alright, final match. CM Punk versus John Cena. SmackDown World Title, man. I got John Cena for the win, CM Punk for the loss. This match was the best match to me. The whole entire card, the whole entire thing, this was the best match to me. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I think this match was the best match since John Cena has won that title. This was better. This was even better than when Travis Scott came out. This was way better than that. And why? Is because of what had the shenanigans, really. Like, CM Punk, John Cena, they put up a good fight against each other. You know, they both were trying to hit their key moves. They both were trying to hit their finishers. They both were fighting out and stuff. They both were trying to get the best of each other. You know, they're still in each other's submission moves. You know, it was a battle. It was a battle kind of like between Cody and Randy. It was a battle. But I think the battle between Cena and Punk was better, though. I just felt like it was better. It seemed better. It played out slightly better. But what really made the match better is when Seth showed up to cash in, because I wasn't really expecting that. But Seth shows up finally to try to cash in, because you know he's just been holding on to that thing. He shows up. He sends Braun Breaker and, you know, his goons. He sends his goons in the ring. They come in the ring. CM Punk fights them off. I say the weird part about this is, like, who the hell are they really helping at this point? Especially what happens later. But they come in. They get fought off. Seth comes in, and he ends up getting, like knocked down or AA. There was just so much stuff going on. Then all of a sudden Penta comes out. It just started getting weird, but in a good way. Then all of a sudden Penta comes out. He comes walking down the ring. Now he's fighting Braun and them. The next thing you know, Sami Zayn gets thrown out there, even though he already had a match. Here we go. He gets thrown out again. Now he's helping. And again, it just gets weird at this point. It's like, who are y'all helping? Penta and are y'all helping John Cena? You know, I'm just sitting there like, who are y'all really, really helping here? And then Seth, he pretty much tries to hit Cena with the briefcase, but then he ends up hitting like Braun or one of them. Oh no, he ends up hitting CM Punk actually. Then he curb stomps CM Punk after that. Cena throws Seth out the ring and then hurries up and just steals the pin and steals the victory. It was other stuff that happened, like him calling in a ref, and it was a lot of shenanigans, but in a very good way. Even it did get weird. It did get weird when Penta came out, man, and Sami Zayn. It did get a little weird, but in an interesting way, because it got to the point where you just kind of didn't know. But I ain't gonna lie, in the back of my mind, even when this was going on in the match, in the back of my mind, I was like, I was still leaning towards Cena just winning it, even though all this was going on. And that's exactly what happened. Cena won. Even though, Cena, doing the dirty tacking on Punk, trying to act like he cool, trying to give him a hug, but he on the most dirtiest stuff you could think of, and he'll do anything to win. Like, this was I promise y'all, to me, this was my favorite Cena match so far, of him getting his title. This was the best one yet to me. Because the Travis Scott one wasn't really that good. The R-Truth ones wasn't really that great. Like, this one actually has something interesting, and it's mainly because Seth had a possibility of cashing in, and then he got these goons, so it did make it interesting. And then you got Punk and Rollins still trying to go at it, but there you go. That's my review. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This thing is about 22, almost 23 minutes long, but hey, some people like long reviews. It depends on how long and what's more to talk. Like, honestly, I could sit here and talk for another 20 minutes about this if I really wanted to. But I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. But 33 points out of 60. So that's your score, 52%. I know. It's not great. I know. I made it sound kind of good, didn't I? But it's mid. It's mid. That's because it's mid. It's not bad. It's not great. It's in the middle. It's slightly, because as you can see, the matches that really dragged tonight's episode down was Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn and Asuka versus Jade Cargill. Like, those are the matches that kind of dragged us down. Now, if those matches could have been better, or if something different was there, maybe this could have been more in like a B or an A, type of, ball field, But anyways, I hope y'all enjoy this little format. Y'all get to see this. Maybe I'll just do this format for the PLEs, right? Instead of just showing y'all my computer screen, I'll just show y'all the book and what I wrote down. And so y'all can see that I actually really do. Like, I got much more in here, right? Let me see. What's the last one I did on here? Right? See, there goes Saturday night's main event right there. I didn't put as much detail into it, though. As you can see, I put more detail into this. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please hit that like button. Please comment. And if you're new, please subscribe. That's well appreciated. I guess if I don't make any other videos in between now and Monday, because I guess more than likely I'll be here for sure for Monday Night Raw. So I guess that's the next time y'all see me for the live stream. But you never know. I might put another video or something out before then. We still got Sunday before Monday, so there's time. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I did come back and catch it on the replay, because by the time I came home, I seen the end of Asuka versus Jay, and then I seen CM Punk John. That's how much I missed of the show. So I had to wait for a minute, and then rewatch it, when it re-uploaded, and then rewatch it. That's why it took me a little minute. But it's still out tonight. So I hope y'all give it some views and some likes and comments as well. And thank y'all, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.